In Year 10 we had the opportunity to do work experience, and of course I chose Opera Australia. And then my first contract was performing in the schools company, actually doing one of the shows that I had observed back in my work experience days, which was The Barber of Seville. And also my family loves opera as well. My dad used to sing opera in the shower. I think one of his favourite arias to sing was Pourquoi me réveiller from Verdi, amongst many other French operas as well. I like to carb load the night before a performance, like a good bowl of pasta, but actually on the day of a performance I try not to stick with a routine, because then if you stick with a routine, then the one day that you can't do that routine, then it could throw your whole performance out. So I like to be a little bit spontaneous and just go with the flow. Just do whatever my body asks me to do on the day. This is an easy question. Violetta Valeri in La Traviata. I think she's just an incredible character to play, and I think every time that I've had the opportunity to perform her, I've learnt something new, and just to be able to play a character that's based on a real person is just pretty special. So for me, opera singing is my life, but if I couldn't do it, I'd still want to be in the arts in some way or form. So whether that be making props or doing hair and makeup or wigs. Even on regional tour, I would go into the theatre early before we were called for a performance, and I was backstage on the stage helping the guys doing the lighting and working, building the sets and things like that. So I like to be a bit hands-on, and I also like to know what goes on behind the scenes in opera, because I think it's really important to know what everybody else does and how everything is put together, and we can really appreciate everybody that works together to make the production. Everything, I love it. From playing different characters, working with different people, singing with an orchestra, making harmonies with other singers, dressing up, everything. Every production is different, every production is unique. I think I've been blessed with all sorts of performances, whether that be indoors and outdoors, and I think it's just really incredible. It's an amazing art form. There are some downsides, and I think for me the biggest part is when I travel, it's being away from family. We're away for months and months at a time, and living out of a suitcase is also not the most glamorous thing either. Difficult. Difficult because one, there are many, many layers. They're hot. One of my corsets has a piece of wood that goes down the front, designed so that you don't slouch and things like that. You would always hold your posture. So that's really hard, because you're trying to sing and there's this really tight corset on you, and you're trying to move around and have a fight scene and all of that kind of stuff. They're the challenges of singing in period costume. I think I'm getting very experienced at singing at heights now, because I think every outdoor production I've done something up in the air. So Carmen on the harbour, I was singing on top of a shipping container, and then doing La Traviata on the harbour, I was singing from a giant chandelier. And then when I went to Austria at the Bregenzer Festspiele, I was singing 15 metres up in the air, sitting on the side of a helium balloon. I think I'm just getting very good at singing at heights now.